Okay, this question is messy and it's kind of by design because the next lesson kind of addresses the challenges with completing the square when we have an odd number right here that makes the problem messy. And so there is kind of a remedy to that that you'll see in the next lesson when we do the quadratic formula. It's a little bit nicer. But I want to go ahead and complete this problem though because it's good. You're getting a lot of practice in different ways when you complete this problem. So first thing we would do is we'll go ahead and add 9 to both sides. So we're going to end up with x squared plus 11x, and I'm going to put my blank and then equals 9. Then I had to add half of that to both sides squared. So half of that squared, and you could actually leave it like that if you want. 11 over 2 squared, and then I have to add 11 over 2 squared. And you can square it or not. Um, we will on the right side in a moment. But here, hopefully, you've picked up on the pattern of how these perfect square trinomials factor. What you'll get is you'll get x and then plus half of the middle coefficient. And so that'll give us 11 over 2, and then we square that binomial. And that's what this is equivalent to up here on the left side. Because like I said, it's messy, so you kind of just have to trust me. Um, and then let's see, on the right side, what we're going to do here is I am going to go ahead and square that. And so that would give me 121 over 4, because I got to square the 11 and the 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to manipulate that 9. I'm going to multiply it by a 4 over 4. And in doing so, that'll turn this into 36 over 4. It's the same thing as 9, right? 36 divided by 4 is still 9. But what that does is it gives me my common denominator so that now I can go ahead and add those together. So let's see, I still have x plus 11 over 2 squared. And on the right side, now I'm going to have, let's see, what's that, 157 over 4. And then I'm going to square root both sides. And I have to put plus or minus on the number. So that'll give us x plus 11 over 2 equals plus or minus, and then you can square root each one separately. So 157 over square root of 4 is 2. And then the last thing I need to do is isolate the x by subtracting 11 over 2 from both sides. So that will cancel out there. So we end up with x equals negative 11 over 2 plus or minus the square root of 157 over 2. I know I kind of did that fast. So, pause and rewind if you need to. This answer is fine, but typically what we'll do is we'll go ahead and bring it together because we do have a common denominator of 2. And so we'll go ahead and write it like that. And then we just have to split up our answer, one as plus and one as minus. And so yeah. And so, like I said, in the next video, you're going to do the quadratic formula, and it makes this problem a lot easier. You have to do the quadratic formula a couple times to really get the hang of it. But once you do, it does make things easier, and that's kind of will be the preferred method moving forward. Completing the square has other things that are useful a little bit in this class, but they're really for other courses like pre-calculus and stuff. But anyways, I hope this kind of helps you out. I know it's messy, but it's also you're practicing quite a few skills in the process. So, all right.